Stittsville is where we are, live where you live with CTV Morning Live. One of the busiest people in this entire area. John Curry this morning, editor of the Stittsville News. I like this issue, very nice, good work. And you've been doing this for a long time with the Stittsville News, right?
Well, I have. I've been doing it since 1975, yes.
And you owned the paper for several years.
I owned it for 26 years, and then I sold it in 2001.
And they said, well, we got to have you. Right, you were part of the deal?
Well, they wanted to keep me, and I wanted to stay, so
you remained on as editor.
Yep.
And I see that you write. I mean, you're always writing, obviously. This is amazing stuff with great local information.
Yes, we try. Well, we try to. It's all local. It's all generated from our community. Yes.
I love it. And tell me about what you've seen in Stittsville and how the area has changed, because in 1975 it must have been about 1,000, 2,000 people.
It was about 2,300 people.
Yeah, 2,300 people back then, and you watch it grow to its current size, around 26,000 people. Maybe some of the positive things you've seen over those years.
Oh, well, the positive things are there's more people, there's more things going on now than there ever were before. We have so many active churches and schools and organizations that are just amazing. We did back in 75 and when the growth started, but nothing like it is today, and more stores. And
more choice, more culture in the area as well, I imagine.
Well, we have a very active artistic community. We have, I would say, as many artists per capita as any place else, or maybe more, and a very active, thriving artistic community.
An absolutely beautiful Main Street as well, I have to say. You know, for those who haven't been here, maybe you're from outside the Ottawa area, because if you're in Ottawa and haven't been here, you have no excuse, I think. But for those who come into town, it has a really great feel.
Oh, no, it's and that's one of the benefits, is that Stittsville has the history, and it had a historic Main Street, but in all that growth, there was a very conscious effort by everyone to keep the Main Street as a main street.
I've noticed that, and not to really lose the roots. You know, stay true to the small town feel of Stittsville.
Well, even this park we're in today, which Barb, the Historical Society, mentioned earlier, that it was a hub of the village, and we tried to keep it that way when it was developed.
Look, a little article right here, Lights, Camera, Action, TV, radio broadcast from Village Square. Says will be televised in radio broadcasting studio this coming Wednesday. The park becomes the studio, and here we are. And you could have known about it way ahead of time if you just read the Stittsville News,
yes.
right? I love that.
That's what we try to do.
You've leaned something on the back of my chair here. I want to pull it, if you don't mind holding that up. What is this? Tell me about... Oh, look at that.
Well, we just did up a mock front page with a story about you guys being here.
I don't know how you did this. That's amazing.
A picture from last year when you were here, and Councillor Caudry up here, and we've dated it today, and it's the live where you live edition of the Stittsville News. So,
thank you so much for that. That's so nice.
Give it to you, and we have a copy for each of you guys too.
Oh my goodness, that's so nice. That's fantastic. John, continuing work. What are people looking forward to in Stittsville in the next coming couple of months? Some of the big events.
Oh, big events. We have our Parade of Lights coming up at the end of November, which is a super thing, and Main Street is lined with people. And
I imagine that the holiday season would be just a special time here, too.
Well, and this, we have lights in the park here, and after the parade, we turn on all the lights in the park, and it's like a huge lights everywhere here in the park. It's a real spectacular. Anybody should come just drive through and see it. It's a real Christmas treat.
Evidently, if you need to know anything about Stittsville, John's the man. John Curry, from the editor from Stittsville News. Thank you so much this morning.
Thank you,
and thank you for that. We really appreciate that. That's very cool. Currently, we have our own framed cover